Understanding anatomy is the secret to staying ahead of the curve. We've gone a step further by repurposing textbook information to unravel the mysteries of proper movement technique, both in the water and out of the water. Stick till the end for an interactive quiz. Let's head to the first part of the series. These are the major segments of the body. First is the core. Think of an apple's core, which is the central sturdy part of the fruit. This central part of the body will function as our core. Next is the girdles. The word girdle rhymes with circle, which is essentially what these segments do. They are the first segments to encircle the core so that the next segments can attach to the body. Proximal comes from the word proximity, which refers to being near to something. The upper arm and the upper leg are the limbs that are nearest to the core, hence the term proximal limbs. Then we have the hinges, which act similar to door hinges that can either open or close. Lastly, we have the hands and feet, which are the segments farthest from the core. Think distal as in distant. Here we can see the segments highlighted in orange are indeed located at the distant parts of the body. Now let's put our knowledge to the test. Highlighted here are the hips and shoulders. How should we classify these segments? Pause the video to see if you answered right. If you answered girdles, then you probably remembered that girdle rhymes with circle, as in the first to circle the core. Let's reverse the question type this time. I've picked the segment of proximal limbs. Guess which part I'm going to highlight next. Remember that the upper arms and upper legs are in close proximity to the center of the body, hence the classification. Let's bring back the hands and feet. Which segment do you think is responsible for tying the limbs together? The hinge-type joints of the elbows and knees serve as the link between the limbs. This leaves us with the last segment of the core, which is our origin point. Now that we have laid out the segments, we can begin identifying the movements performed by these segments, as well as the key muscles involved. Stay tuned next week for that next part.